how to set up the damn vulnerable web application on Windows to run SQL injections. All right, so first and foremost, we need to get the damn vulnerable web application downloaded. So we go to the link here, and when you're there, you click on download. It will download this zipped file. Then after you've got that, you need to go and get XAMPP for Windows. If you have Linux, it's XAMPP for Linux. If you have Mac, it's going to be XAMPP for OS X. You click on, we're doing Windows, so we select Windows. If you get this message here, just click on keep and it will download the application. So I already have it downloaded and installed, but what I want to do is I want to show you how the installation process is like for the software. So I'm going to pause the video, and when this download is completed, then I will continue. So stay tuned for that. All right, so now that the XAMPP download is completed, you're going to click it and it will have a splash screen loading. So then it has a warning message. It is just saying that you need permission to run this, which means that I should have run this as administrator, but because I have it installed already, I'm not going to cancel it. But what you should do is navigate to wherever you've downloaded the software, right click and select run as admin, and you won't get that error message. So yeah, going back to the install, it's simple. You just select next, keep everything here as is, next, make a note of where it says it's going to be installed. You're going to select next, and I think it's going to tell me that this folder already exists. So I'm just going to say okay, I'm going to cancel here, but from here it's just going to install XAMPP for us. So yeah, so I'm just going to cancel out of that. Yes. And now it's time to install the damn vulnerable web application. So we're going to navigate to wherever we have it installed. We're going to extract it. Okay. And we just want to rename this folder to something that we can remember very easily. So Dvwa works. Then we're going to copy this folder and we're going to go to that path that I told you to make note of. So in my case, it was C and then XAMPP. So here it is. And then I'm going to navigate to the htdocs folder and I'm just going to paste it here. Once that's done, I need to now go and open up XAMPP, the control panel. All right, so once that's loaded, we need to start the Apache server and the MySQL server. Now, so you have to configure this, so you will get that error where it won't start. So you need to go to config and you need to select this first one here. And you need to search for where it says listen port 80. So you'd have to change this to like port 8080 and just save that file, close it. Now if we try and start it again, it will work. I'm going to go ahead with localhost :8080 /dvwa. That was the name of the folder, right? Right. So now you should get this error that says dvwa config not found. So what we need to do is navigate back to our XAMPP htdocs folder. And in the folder, the dvwa folder, we need to search for, what did it say? Config. So in our config folder, we need to rename this. So we're just going to take off the dist. Select yes. go back and refresh, and then the database setup, the application will prompt us to set up our database. Remember, you must have the MySQL server running. So from here, all you need to do now is click on create database, and you will get this error that says could not connect to MySQL service. So what you need to do is go back, and I think where you need to go now is inside this file, and you need to delete. So where it says db_password, you need to delete that password. Save that file. We can close that now. Then if we try and create again, just give it some time, and there we go. It says database has been created and all that. So then it will redirect you to the login screen, and you just use the default login. So it's admin, and I think the password is password. Yeah. And just like that, you have the damn vulnerable web application set up on your machine. Now by default, the security set on this is impossible. So if you try any of the different attacks, it won't work. So what you need to do is go to Dvwa security and change it from impossible to low. And that will just say, as you see here, this security level is completely vulnerable and has no security measure at all. So from here we can select SQL injection, and we could try some of the normal SQL injections. If you have no idea how SQL injection works, there's some links under here that you can check out. So let's try this one. And then submit. And you can see it gives you an error, and that's because that specific SQL injection does not sit well with the database, this specific database. So let me see if I can find one that will work. Probably this one should work. Submit, and there we go. So this SQL script here returned all the first name and last name of persons in the database. So yeah, that's how we set up the damn vulnerable web application with XAMPP on Windows. So have fun, guys and girls.